is a friend of mine, so I just want to introduce Marianne here because she has a pretty amazing story to share, and I think facts can be good for us to know, but hearing how it's affected somebody's life can be useful. So thank you, Marianne, for getting us started.
Thank you. I met Olivia in 2020.
I lose track of time.
2020. That was after the other, I forget her name,
Jaworski.
Yeah, Jaworski. But anyway, I have autoimmune nephritizing myositis, and that just means it's a rare autoimmune muscle disease, which means my immune system is attacking my muscles. And I had always been somebody who cycled, I ran, I jogged, I did a whole lot of activities, weightlifting. Tiny. But anyway, the symptoms of my autoimmune disease is muscle weakness, swallowing, lifting objects is difficult, walking. The first symptom I really noticed was when I walk up the stairs. I had coincidentally been going to see Dr. Lindsay, chiropractor, and I always choose to take the stairs when I go anywhere. And then I started noticing just 2 flights of stairs was getting really difficult. I'd go up and I'd get halfway up and I'd hold on to the rail. So I told Dr. Lindsay, and he said, oh, okay, let's focus on your hips and your knees and do a bit more exercises. So I thought, okay, that's working, but at the same time I was always following up with I call him Olivia. And at this time I still didn't know my diagnosis, but in December my creatinine, along with about 5 other levels in my blood, were starting to skyrocket. And in December, my creatinine kinase was at 280, and the normal level is 34 to 149. And then Dr. June and I started noticing the level of creatinine kinase going higher and higher. And by April, it was 3,000 something. And then May, 2 weeks later, it was 3,663. And at that time, Olivia phoned me and told me what the diagnosis was. So me and my, I'm gonna say it, where's Emily? I got on my phone and I started looking it up, and I spent a lot of time looking it up, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna start losing strength. And the symptoms are losing strength, grip, falling, and a whole lot of other things. And I thought, wow, what can I do to help myself? And my next appointment, Olivia said, okay, you're gonna stop eating meat, you're gonna stop eating dairy, anything dairy, and sugar, no more of that. And me, I'm like, oh my God, I'm the type, I get to Prince George, Montana. I'm going to Montana night and day. So I like ribs, I like steak, I liked it all. Like everything you could see. I had barbecue in my bedroom, I had one in my living room, I had one on the deck. few things happen in my life, and whenever something, if I can help it, I'll go against the diagnosis. So this time I said, okay, I'm all in. And my son Tristan, he started texting me recipes while I was at work and said, this is what we're cooking tonight. It was plant-based, and I was also big on potato chips or whatever other kinds of chips too. And somebody named Tristan hauled that out of the house. And I wasn't too bad about the meat. I wasn't too bad about the dairy, but when I saw the chips go out the door, I was like, I was actually having anxiety about that. As you can see, I'm a big chip eater. But anyway, so then the next part was, because I did all this investigative part on my own, I thought, okay, so I don't really want to be the person who people are going to help me get off the chair, because that's another thing. Rising from the chair would be difficult with my diagnosis, and falling, and I don't want to fall and say, help, I can't get up. So I started focusing on working out, along with Olivia telling me, this is the good thing for you, you're going to work out, and you're going to do all this, and he made a big routine for me. But it was good, and I work out just about 3 times a week, and I started jogging. I mean, I jogged before, but not routine, not steady. So then I started jogging 3 to 4K after work, maybe missing 1 day a week. And then I made a goal. I'm gonna make the long run on Saturday or Sunday, so I did 9K. And the grip test I did with Dr. June was, I think it was 42 when we started. I had a grip test of 42 pounds, and then got up to 65. So it was just me being determined to just keep building that. So it's not, even if this autoimmune disease is here, I could do what I can to keep my strength. And then I started, along with Tristan, did we go to not jiu-jitsu? See, autoimmune's making me forget. But anyway, I started doing that. And I want to build mobility, flexibility, and independence, so I could drop to the floor now and get up without using my hands. It's just all about the plant-based diet is what I feel, because the other thing too, I noticed, if you don't, like I went full bore with the plant-based diet, I went full bore with everything, but the truth is in the numbers, because like I said, 3,663 was my number in April, May. And then I went on holiday. I went to go visit my good friend in Saskatchewan. And you know, when you're traveling, there's a airport you go to and they got their own food. So I'd eat, but I stuck to plant-based. But not for something to drink, because there's something about Pepsi when you're traveling. Anyway, I did that. And I thought, oh yeah, I'm doing good. I looked for the plant-based. I didn't eat any of the meat, but I ate ice cream now and then. And May, June, July, my numbers were good. But that August, I was gone only for 1 week. And when I left, my number was 1,863. But my number was 1,863. And when I came back, it shot up in 1 week, 3,264. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, there's really something to that diagnosis and lifestyle and eating. See, I didn't eat these always. But anyway, then the number had gone down quite a bit. And so there's a second test. September, after 2 weeks returned from Saskatchewan, my number fell down to 1,800. Then it continued to decline. Then I went away again September to visit my friend in Vancouver. And she's a retired registered nurse. And so I thought, oh yeah, I'm in a good place here. But when we all went to nursing school, we remember, we all went to nursing school. But anyway, the main thing we heard was protein is good, so that means we promote meat-based protein to our clients. And so then I was with my friend, and she's like, what, you have a diagnosis, so you have to eat meat? And I was like, no, I don't. But anyway, I gave in. I ate meat. And again, I was only there for 3 days, and my levels had gone up by 900 just throughout. And I only ate bacon one morning, because she was being really nice and she made bacon. Then we went out another night and I had Oriental sausage. She really wanted me to try it, and twisting my arm here. So I did, and I came back and I did see the numbers again. So I'm really thankful that the numbers have really gone down now. And it's like 244 or something, my last, at first I was going for blood draws every 3 months for a different, and then you notice the rise, and then I started going every 2 weeks. So now I just go whenever I feel like it. And I only did it 2 weeks ago just because I knew I was going to have to tell everybody about the benefits of plant-based eating and lifestyle, activity, and different things. And it's really good. I'm happy. I'm happy with the support I got from Olivier, and Tristan was really instrumental because he lived in the same home and he helped me. My daughter has been a vegetarian for maybe 8 years, and I'd sometimes do that. I'd say, okay, I'm gonna do that for about 2 weeks just because she was doing it. But now I guess my body says that's good for me. Okay, thank you.
diagnosis to find out what was going on, right? And at that time, we were about to have to start on these very heavy medications for suppressing the immune system. And maybe to specify, but it was really, we're checking every 2 weeks. And when you made the drastic lifestyle changes, I didn't realize I said it that way. But within 2 weeks, her numbers, from 3,600 had gone down pretty dramatically, and then we were able to, with the rest of the team too, decide we didn't have to go through the alternative medications and things of,
I forgot about that.
So, no, it's been cool. I did a lot of literature search, and like, was it just happenstance, or was it by chance? And it's like, wow, this is a kind of rare condition that doesn't usually go away on its own, right? So it's very correlates well with what you've done. So, cool. Thank you for sharing. That's awesome. So, and it looks like
well, all right, guys. Thank you so much for coming. My name is at the forefront of this, but I could have not done it without the